House of Stone, and I'm so glad that you guys are able to join us for this digital workshop titled The Therapy of Fashion, One Garment, Many Hands. Today we're going to be taking you through an experiential meditative session which will be fusing, yes, meditation as well as the art of hand sewing. I'm going to show you guys how to use a backstitch in order to plant beautiful roses similar to the ones that I have adorned right now. It's a beautiful detail you can use on cushions, on a throw, and yes, of course, in fashion. So guys, come ready to learn something new. Come ready to use your hands, these hands, as a form of therapy as I hand you over to Tendai Angela for our meditative flow.
Namaste everyone, and welcome to The Therapy of Fashion, One Garment, Many Hands. My name is Tendai Angela, a Zimbabwean certified yoga teacher trained in roots of yoga in Ubud, Bali, and an apprentice teacher for Atman Yoga School in Norway. I've been fortunate to have taught yoga in many parts of the community, various sectors, and so whether you're coming here as a lawyer, a doctor, a diplomat, an aid worker, a creative, a designer, whatever it is that you are, I'd like you to release those roles. Because today we're here to feel. Today we are here to strip ourselves of any construct that has been made, to come into the center of you. Who are you when everything else melts away? What sustains you from the inside when everything else falls away? What sustains you is love. I'm going to guide you through a yogic journey with meditation. And whether you have done yoga before or never been on a mat before, that's a-okay, because we're here to feel. I ask that you may have fun. I ask that you may enjoy. But most of all, I ask that you may release what no longer serves you. The purpose of yoga is to peel away the layers that we have constructed, almost like an onion, peeling away to get into the center of love. Placing your hands onto your knees, your spine up straight, into a comfortable seated position. You may have a pillow or a bolster right underneath the tailbone to allow for more ease. It also allows for the hips to be raised, giving you more comfort within your hips. Placing your hands onto your knees, your spine up straight, chest high up into the sky. Breathing in deeply and exhaling fully. Closing your eyes, allowing your eyelids to feel heavy as we allow things to slow down. We've become a culture of busybodies, but today, in this session on your mat, it is you, your breath, and falling deeply in love with yourself all over again. Breathing in deeply, expanding the chest open, and exhaling fully, collapsing the chest. Scanning the body for any injuries, for any aches or any pains. If you have a physical injury, please be kind to yourself. And scanning the body, are there any emotional injuries? Your emotional injuries manifest themselves as blockages, tension, and dis-ease within the body. May you release any emotions, any negative emotions that no longer serve you. Releasing the tension in the cheeks, in allowing your cheeks to feel light. Releasing the tension in your ears and in your jaw. Allowing your softness to enter into the face. Placing your right hand onto your heart, your left hand just below the navel. And exactly where you are, with your eyes closed, feeling the chest expand and collapse, the very same way that universes and galaxies are formed. You are the entire universe, rediscovering itself, falling in love with itself, finding parts of yourself to love with more ease, and finding parts of yourself to accept. Staying with your breath and repeating after me. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. Breathing in deeply, repeating the next mantra. I am loved. I am appreciated. I am supported. Everything that I desire is already mine. Feeling into that mantra deeply, feeling into that affirmation deeply. I want you to truly allow it to settle into your bones, to settle into your muscles, into your mind, into your body. As I say it back to you, that you are loved, you are appreciated, you are supported. Everything that you desire is already yours. Trusting into those words, believing those words. As we create some space within the body to allow those words and those affirmations to settle in. As they access into our belief system, I'd like us to begin in a child's pose. Child's pose, Balasana, placing your arms lengthened out in front of you, your knees onto the outside of your mat, your toes together, your hips leaning back onto your heels, your head dropped down onto your mat. Breathing in deeply, exhaling fully, ensuring that your sit bones are towards the heels, and even if you want, gently giving the hips some movement, remembering that all that we are doing is creating space, releasing the layers, allowing us to feel the fullness of joy, the fullness of love, to feel that you are appreciated, to feel that you are supported, that everything that you desire is already yours because you are powerful. On the next inhale, gently walking the arms over onto the right side, staying low, drawing the left sit bone back down onto your heels. as it has a tendency to rise within this pose, dropping the head down. Taking in 3 more deep inhales and exhales. Expanding the chest open and collapsing it. You are loved. You are appreciated. You are supported. Everything that you desire is already yours. As you exhale, walking the arms over onto the left side. Staying low, drawing the right sit bone back down onto the heel. Lengthening out onto the whole right side of the body. Your forehead to drop down. Breathing in deeply, exhaling fully. As you exhale, walking the arms back into a neutral position, stretched out in front of you. As you inhale, raising yourself up, knees in line with the hips, hands in line with the shoulders. As we enter into some cat-cow, as you inhale, the head high, the tailbone high, and exhale, rounding out the spine, drawing out the shoulder blades, tucking in through the tailbone. Inhale and rise. Exhaling, tucking in through the tailbone. And whether you are a seasoned practitioner or a beginner, in this moment we are here to feel. Creating space within the shoulders, releasing any pain, any tension, becoming accustomed with your breath. Seeing your breath as sacred, seeing your breath as a tool. As you exhale, raising the right arm high, reaching it up towards the sky, and exhale, threading the needle, placing the right hand underneath the left hand, dropping into your twist. Long, deep inhales. Long, full exhales. As you inhale, reaching the right arm high. And exhale, threading the needle once more, entering into your twist, using your breath as a tool. As you inhale, reaching the right arm high, and exhaling back down onto your mat. Woo! Releasing everything in the shoulders, hey? Inhale, reaching the left arm high, and exhale, threading the needle, entering into your twist. Staying with the breath, releasing any tension in the shoulders. Allowing your breath to lead the way as you inhale, reaching the left arm high. Opening up through the fingertips and exhaling, threading the needle underneath the right hand, left ear onto your mat. Breathing in deeply, exhaling fully. As you inhale, reaching the left arm high. And exhaling back down onto your mat. Entering back into your cat-cow. Bringing mobility into your spine and into the hips. And using this time to really play around with movements. Tucking in through the tailbone. Tailbone rise, raise. Your head drop down. Ooh. Allowing yourself to feel. This is great movement, especially during these times. If you're sitting a lot, carrying things on your backs due to globalization and industrialization, actually, we had tended to start holding things on our backs instead of our heads, altering our balance. Entering into movements such as cat-cow allow us to bring that balance back into the body, bringing the flexibility and the strength. As you exhale, the knees apart, the toes together, leaning back onto the heels. As you inhale, reaching the hips up, curling in the toes, pushing out through the heels, downward facing dog. Gently bicycling out the legs. Ooh. Pushing down through the heels. As you inhale, reaching the right leg high, sweeping it forward in between the hands, left knee onto your mat. Inhale, reaching the arms high. I'm out of the frame now, but I'd like you to reach back and circle around. Opening out through the heart, hands onto your mat, your right foot back, coming down, knees, chest, chin flowing up. We're facing dog. Curling in the toes, pushing down through the heels. Bicycling out the legs. As you inhale, reaching the left leg high, sweeping it forward in between the hands, right knee onto your mat, reaching the arms high, reaching back, circling around, opening out chest, opening out shoulders, hands onto your mat, your right foot forward, staying within your forward. Your knees may be slightly bent. Your head drop down. Your feet hip distance apart. Your hands onto your elbows and rocking yourself from side to side. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release, and I'd like you to grab up love, peace, happiness, abundance, and joy, and I'd like you to raise it all the way up, reaching high, circling around, opening out chest, opening out shoulders, bending the knees down. Hugging yourself in. Entering into a comfortable seated position. Your hands, your right hand onto your heart. Your left hand right underneath the belly. And I'd like you to breathe in deeply, expanding the chest open, your chest raised. And exhale, releasing through the mouth. Feeling into your breath, feeling into the rise and the collapse of your chest. Your eyes closed, releasing the tension in your shoulders, in your ears, in your jaw, in your chin. Bringing softness into your body as I remind you now that you are loved, you are appreciated, you are supported. Everything that you desire is already yours. Dream bigger, my darling. All is well. Staying with your breath. Placing your hands onto your knees. Opening up your eyes slowly as we get ready for our session with Danayi. May you plant roses all throughout your soul. May you sow seeds that will blossom. Everything that you desire is already yours. Namaste.
Thank you so much, Tendai, for such a relaxing meditative session. I'm feeling super ultra relaxed and really mentally ready to take you guys through this process. So I'm going to ask you a series of 10 questions. So what you will require for this initially is your circular pre-cut fabric as well as your marker. What I want you guys to do in this moment is for you to dig deep into your thoughts, into your feelings, so that you guys can reflect and share your truth with us as I ask you these 10 questions. And then we're going to move over to planting the roses. And as we're sowing the roses, we're actually going to be working from the center, working outwards. And what I've actually learned from Tendai is that when you work from the center of your being, you can truly discover just how great you are, just how big you are. Then you're able to share the best of yourself with the world in an authentic, freeing way. And this is how we actually bring it back to sustainability, because you can't be sustainable, you can't do better, you can't be the best version of yourself if you haven't touched base with who you truly are on the inside. So guys, question 1 is, how are you feeling in this moment? What are your intentions? What are your hopes and your dreams? What is the most important thing in your life right now? How do you feel when you're creating and using your hands? What are your 2020 goals? What defines you? How does it make you feel to see others sharing in your joy? If you could choose one thing to change about the world, what would it be? What is true happiness to you? Now, guys, that we've finished answering those questions, what I would like you guys to do with your truth that's written all on your fabric right now. So I'd like you to take one at a time and fold them into 2 halves. Something like this. 1, 2. You'll end up with a shape that looks like that, like a little diamond. Pretty. And I want you to grab your pins and put them through each one, but do things at your own pace. I'm done pinning all my petals, folding all my petals and pinning them. Now what I'd like you guys to do is to grab your pre-cut fabric pieces, and I hope you guys actually used things that you had available in your house, off-cut fabric. If not, we're not judging you this time around, but the purpose of this is for us to learn how to utilize the things that we have around us, to be able to repurpose and to transform those things into something beautiful and to give them new life. So find the center and make your first pin, or pin it down in the center in any direction. So I've created a line for myself. It's not there, it's an invisible line in my brain, I see it, but I'm working across like that. So I'm going to pin all my fabrics 1, 2, 3 across, 1, 2, 3 across, but I'm going to slightly overlay them. I'll show you what I've come up with once it's done. So it should look a little something like this. Now for the remainder that you have, I want you to pin them on the opposite side looking in. So it's going to fit perfectly in between the gaps. So it's going to fit in between these gaps. I'm going to pin some down for you right now to show you. So here is my example complete. Alright, so it should look like that. Can you see how it's got a zigzag pattern that's forming over there? That's mine. Now grab your needle and your thread. And I want you to start from one end. So I've tacked mine in this little corner. I hope you can see that. If not, sorry. We'll try to do better next time. And basically what we're doing is going to be weaving in and then coming out in front, then weaving backwards into the last hole that we left, then weaving forward again, coming up and coming back into the previous hole. Because we're stitching slightly inside the triangle. We're not stitching towards the end, but we're working our way in about a centimeter inside. As you can see, ooh, can you see? There's a little stitch over there running across 1 centimeter in from the top point. So for one side, it's just a straight line, and on the opposite side, another straight line. So you're gonna have 2 back stitch lines running parallel to each other. I feel like for me, any opportunity that I get to use my hands and to create, I just have so much gratitude. So once you've reached the end of your straight line on the one side of your roses, or petals should I call them, I just want you to tack it down, do a holding stitch to hold it in place. So I've stitched the side down, it's very secure. This is the side that I did. That one slightly wobbly line is done. It's holding them down in place. Now I'm going to the other side, the straight line again, tack it down, hold it down on one side, and do your back stitch in a straight line, slightly 1 centimeter inside from the tip of your rose. Okay, guys? So I'm done with my second line. I'm gonna remove the pins. I'm excited to see what's up. So both sides are held down. So what I'd love for you guys is to basically pull each rose or each petal apart from each other. Okay? That will reveal the true beauty of what we've just created. It's like you're just opening them up. It's like when your rose begins to bloom. That's what we're doing. We're helping our rose to bloom right now. Like, my petals are gonna bloom no matter what. Here's my petal. Can you see, guys? Oh my gosh, this is what we've created. What? I'm so excited. And can you see like the little patterns coming out with my truth that's written inside there? It's rather poetic. I'm excited. I'm gonna hand you guys over to Tendai Angela as she continues our meditative flow. For those of you that haven't finished, you can either continue hand sewing, or you can join Tendai Angela as she takes us through the yoga, or you can press pause. Go at your own pace.
Thank you so much, Danayi, for such a beautiful, beautiful session and for this amazing skill that we're all learning. Sustainability truly comes into the skills that we are learning, and this is how we sustain ourselves. We sustain ourselves from the inside out. That core of you is so powerful, it's so strong, and I hope that you are now seeing that. I hope that you are now feeling into that power, because it truly is there. Now we're going to go through some gentle meditation. Don't worry, we won't be moving as much, but we will be opening out through the knees, the hips, the shoulders. Alrighty. On the next exhale, I'd like you to think of me as your trusted friend as we walk through this journey together. Exhaling, leaning back onto your mat, the soles of the feet together, the knees apart. Reclined bound pose, also known as Supta Baddha Konasana. Especially great after opening out through the hips, where we tend to store emotions. Within subtle body anatomy in yoga, we are told that we hold emotions into our hips. Within this pose, I'd like you to find your comfort, your safety, and we're going to delve deep. The palms facing towards the sky. Expanding the chest open and collapsing it. Remembering into your mantra. With your eyes closed, into your posture. I'd like you to see the words, I love you, I appreciate you, I support you. Seeing them within your mind's eye, as you again allow everything to slow down, bringing all attention into your internal world, bringing all attention into the rhythm of your breath. We're going to be within each asana for long periods of time. I ask that you may feel, that you may release, and that you may accept. Breathing in faith, exhaling fear. Breathing in joy. Exhaling pain. Breathing in abundance. Exhaling scarcity. Breathing in love. Exhaling fear. Staying with your breath. Allowing yourself to simply be. As you bring the knees together, slowly and gently, opening up the arms, shoulder width apart, the eyes still closed as you listen into my instructions, bending the knees towards the chest, hugging yourself in, rocking yourself from side to side. Creating circular motions now with the knees, the hands onto the knees, rolling the hips around, giving yourself a nice lower back massage. Allowing your mind to drift away. It can be into your happy space, space that only you know. It can be imagined, or it can be real. A park, floating in the ocean, or even feeling weightless, floating above the clouds. Rolling the knees around, feeling light, feeling weightless. As you exhale, opening up the arms, shoulder width apart, twisting the knees close towards the chest, on towards the right side, your head gaze towards the left. Breathing in deeply, exhaling fully. Not being afraid of your twist. Allowing for moments of silence. Your mind drifts away into your happy space, into your source. There's a space within you that you retreat to for safety and for security. It is a space that only you know. It is a space of love. It is a space of compassion. It is a space of kindness. Accessing that space within your twist. Breathing in deeply, exhaling fully. Inhale, raising up through the knees. Knees close towards the chest as you exhale, twisting over onto the left side, the head gaze towards the right. Relaxing into the body, entering into the twist. The eyes closed, breathing in deeply, exhaling fully. You are loved. You are appreciated. You are supported. Everything that you desire is already yours. You are protected. within this space that you have. Allowing yourself to ease into your body, into your breath, into your mind. Knowing that all is well. Breathing in deeply, exhaling fully. As you inhale, the knees still close towards the chest. As you inhale, the knees up towards the chest into a neutral position, hugging yourself in, rocking yourself from side to side. Staying with your rocking motion. We're going to be here for quite some time. There is no pressure, and within this space there's no need to wear a role, wear a mask, or even an expectation. Instead, settle into that compassion, kind space. What can you subtract from your life for the fullness of love and of joy to enter it? It's already there. It's already yours. On the next inhale, placing the feet back down onto your mat. Soles of the feet together, the knees apart. Raising the arms up above the head. Feeling into the openness of your heart. And with intention, breathing in deeply, expanding the chest open, and exhaling. Each breath that you take, breathing in love, peace, and joy. Setting the intentions for your path. Breathing in love, peace, and joy. Believing in that. Believing in you. Believing in yourself again. You are worthy of so much goodness in your life. You are an artist. You have a canvas in front of you. And you are able to paint, to create, to color your path before you. What are you painting? What is your greatest are a visionary. You are powerful. You are bright. You are fueled from the inside out. What are you creating? Believing in yourself, believing in your power, believing in your love, breathing in deep, exhaling through. Allow yourself to sink now into the deep ocean of love within you. Softness into the face, softness into the hips, softness into the chest. You are loved. You are appreciated. You are supported. Everything that you desire is already yours. Bringing the knees together, slowly and gently. Dropping the arms down. Heels towards the sit bones. Inhale, raising up through the hips. Chest towards chin, raising up through the hips. Bringing in the elbows and shoulder blades, giving you more balance and more of a lift within this asana. And exhale, dropping the hips back down onto your mat. Bending the knees. Hugging yourself in, rocking yourself from side to side. Inhale, straightening out the legs, rocking yourself forward into your Navasana. With the feet onto the outside of your mat. Inhale, raising yourself up into your Malasana. Elbows onto the inside of the knees. And you may have the feet as wide apart as you need. You may have the feet as wide apart as you need. Have them flat onto your mat, creating space within the hips. Rocking from side to side. Breathing in deeply, exhaling fully. As you inhale, reaching the arms high, straightening out the legs, reaching up. Circling around, opening out chest, opening out shoulders as you exhale. Ooh. Okay, we're going to do that without kind of, flashing everyone. From your Malasana, the knees onto the inside of the knees. The elbows onto the inside of the knees, rocking from side to side. You may have the feet as wide apart as you need to have yourself flat, to have your feet flat within this pose. As you inhale, I'm going to be out of the frame. But as you inhale, reaching the arms high. Back into a seated position. Gently moving the body around. The left hand onto the right knee, twisting, gazing towards the back of the room. And exhale, placing the right hand onto the left knee, towards the back of the room. Exhale, once more, left hand onto the right knee, twisted, and exhaling into your twist.
Set of roses that we're going to plant. These are going to be short love notes / affirmations to ourselves and people we love. I want you guys to keep it as short as possible. Use keywords, short phrases, sentences that best express what it is that you want. Because we're planting roses, it's about love. It's about spreading the love and the good energy and the good vibrations. You see the sun is actually coming out for me. And I hope the sun is shining on your end as well. So similar to the first one, grab your circular fabric and your marker and answer the following questions. Question 1. Tell your unborn self of the world he or she doesn't know. What advice would you give yourself as a teenager? What advice would you give yourself today? What advice would you give to your future self? What do you love most about yourself? Write a letter to the ones you love. Choose one family member. Choose a non-family member. Choose a future and or current lover. Take your time to answer all these questions. Just be honest with yourself. To love on yourself, to love on others. As we experience the therapy of fashion, the therapy of creating, the therapy of using your hands. Your hands have the ability to build. Your hands have the ability to heal. Your hands have the ability to transform. Let us be conscious of the power that we hold within our hands. So for the next set of petals that we're going to plant, basically we're going to push the first set upwards like this. And then we're going to plant our next row of petals just underneath. You see there'll be a little bit of a gap in between of your base. And you have some petals left over, guys. So you can continue the process of doing this for pushing them up and placing the next row of petals. Always remembering to overlay, but you don't really have to follow that process or that structure, you can do it your own way, as long as you're working from the center, moving out. So I'm going to hand you back to Tendai Angela for a closing meditative flow.
Thank you so much, Danayi, for such a powerful experience and such a powerful skill that we have learned to move forward. My hope for you today is that you will continue to journey in, to expand out, that you may continue creating space within yourself and releasing what no longer serves you, so that you can walk and move in your power, that you can be bigger, that you may feel into your worth. May you know that, and we're going to say it again together now. Your right hand onto your heart, your left hand onto your belly. And believing into the words, closing your eyes. I am loved. I am appreciated. Repeating after me, saying it louder. I am supported. May you lead and walk through your life knowing these three things: that you are loved, supported, and appreciated, that everything that you desire is already yours. Placing your palms together at your forehead, clarity of mind. May you know which thoughts are yours and which ones are the opinions of others. May you not be trapped by dogma or imprisoned by your own thoughts. Placing your hands towards your lips. Clarity of speech. May you speak worlds into existence. May you use your words to heal and not to harm. May you speak words of kindness into yourself and into others. Placing your hands towards your feet. May you run towards your pain, your purpose, and your passion. May you never tire of doing the right thing. But most importantly, the future you has already taken these steps. All that you need to do is carry on dancing in the direction of your dreams. Raising your hands towards your heart. All is well. All is well. All is well. Namaste.
What we want to try and foster is collaboration, the fact that we're also interconnected. Even before I deliver a garment to you, it passes through so many hands. And I think we basically want to continue this theme of collectively creating and what it is we can do as people when we come together and we create and we share our truths with one another. And to be able to do that through art, for me, is something that really speaks to my heart, and hopefully it's something that people will be able to resonate with on a wider scale. So guys, this is what we've basically done. We're creating a massive scarf, collective scarf, and you guys are contributing to it. So please see the details on our social media as to where you should be delivering your sample so that it can become a part of a bigger, wider story. If you haven't watched our documentary as yet, please click on the link in our bio and go check it out. And do join us for our live conversation this Friday, the 24th. Either register to Zoom or join us live on our Instagram. All details are in our O Studio stories, so please click on that too to check it out. We'd love for you guys to come through and engage with us, write down your questions, and just literally see what you guys thought about everything that we have worked on, and just engage in the dialogue about sustainability, well-being, and how fashion fits into all of that, and whether this session was something that you found to be fruitful and something that you feel that more people should engage with and be a part of. Once again, I'd like to thank Fashion Open Studio for selecting House of Stone to be a part of this project. I'd also like to thank Fashion Revolution Zimbabwe for just presenting the opportunity to us, for Tendai Angela for being such an amazing collaborator and for shining her light into me and shining her light into you guys. And yeah, generally, I would like to thank you guys also for joining us and just taking the time out of your day to participate in this project. And it's experiential, so you never know what you're gonna get and what you're gonna walk away with, but I do hope you're walking away feeling a lot lighter and feeling like you've released some form of weight and that you're ready to take on the world during these times. So thank you so much. Stay blessed and remain forever grateful.